Hey, buds. I'm your host, Sam.
And I'm your co-host, Brianna.
And this is
Kush and Crime.
Woo. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Kush and Crime. Hi, Brianna.
Welcome back, meatbags.
Yes, the fragile meat bags. We have things in store for you guys, that's for sure. We've got some stickers coming out, designed by one of my best friends, which I gotta talk to her and make sure she wants me to put her information out there, but I'm sure she does. But we have some stickers being designed, and then we have like a new sticker that we're putting out and sending over to our Patreon listeners. So we got some things going on.
More stickers. We love stickers.
We do love stickers. So today's episode, we are picking up where we left off. I know I kind of left you in a spot of like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck is happening? And we're going to talk about it more today. Unfortunately, with this case, there's so much information and so much bullshit that happens that I can't include all of it. So there's going to be things that I have left out. So I really encourage you guys to go back and read what I read. And yeah.
All right. Cutting out some of the bullshit.
I try.
Be like that sometimes.
Yeah, you have to. That's what's the hardest part about writing this. And also, these people are fucking so terrible to read about. It is like not fun sometimes. And I keep doing this to myself where I keep saying I just want like a specific type of case, and then I pick the cases and I pick these types.
Yeah, this is pretty much all you doing this to yourself, Sam.
I know. There's no one to blame but me. Honestly.
True crime life.
Well, I think Brianna has a strain of the day.
I do have a strain of the day, and I would love to share it with our fellow fragile meatbags.
Hell yeah.
All right. So this strain of the day, don't come at me, you guys. All right. Don't come at me. This is a strain that specifically is sold in the state that I live in.
Oh, no. How am I supposed to get it?
I know. I'm sorry, but it's just so good. I had to include it. It's like one of my personal favorites. My other half has been away the last few days. And like, I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't have a great bong right now. My last one, it broke. It's no good. So, and I haven't bought another one. So I've been smoking a lot of pre-rolls because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. It's just, that's how I'm living my life right now.
Pre-rolls are nice.
Because I'm not gonna lie, my other half, he's rolling all the joints. He's so good at it, and he does it so quick. So when he's not here, I'm just getting pre-rolls. So I got some of my favorite pre-rolls while he wasn't here. Now this brand is also a brand exclusive in the state, which obviously is going to happen when you're in a state that's legal. You have exclusive brands within that state.
Mm-hmm.
This is a brand I've really grown to like. If you're in a state where it's legal and you can partake, you end up finding certain brands that are pretty tried and true and that you can trust, that have good stuff. And this is one of them. And that is the name of the brand.
What?
So the brand is Ooh Wee. So OOOWEEE.
Ooh wee.
And let me tell you, there have been times very recently where my significant other bought our bud and happened to buy these, and I didn't know. And I had just gotten out of work, super tired. He sparks up a joint. And literally one of the first things the first thing out of my mouth after I smoke it, after I take a couple of rips, are ooh wee, just because it was just so good, you know?
It's
And
on
everybody
brand.
knows Mr. Poopy Butthole. Like, okay, so I'm relaxing and chilling, and he starts laughing. He's like, "How did you know?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "I didn't know. Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "These are ooey joints." And I was like, "Okay, that was totally genuine, completely genuine ooey reaction from the ooey."
That's amazing.
And one of my favorite joints, I have a couple of favorites, but definitely the one that I was resonating with while he was gone the last few days is uh-huh. So now we're just making strains and weed brands out of sounds. It's okay.
Fuck it.
It's fine.
Fuck it. It's how you feel when you smoke it. I'm here with it. That's a very high person thing to do, right? Like you said, ooh wee, when that shit hits you, right? And
Yep.
then when the I'm sure when the
Yep.
that's probably what it is. It's
I mean, uh-huh. Like I always think of that scene in you've seen
Little
Little
Rascals.
Rascals? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Uh-huh. Like I always think of that kid and like I'm like, "Oh, that's some good shit." They're infused joints, so of course they hit amazing. They knock you off your ass. I usually take like 4 or 5 rips and then I put it out because I'm like, I don't need this whole thing. I don't. I
Right.
just, I have enough. I'm feeling good. I'm good to turn it off for a little bit and then turn it back on later.
Mhm.
So this,
Wait,
um,
wait, 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 wait. I have to pause you. Did you say turn off your joint?
I was wondering if you were going to catch that.
I am a little stonied.
I did say that, and I do be saying that.
Okay. So this has been a debate in so
Yep.
Brianna and I go way back, and me and her significant other go even further back. And
Way back.
him and I agree on this stance of that you can't turn it off. Okay. You guys tell us in the comments, can you turn off a joint?
You can. So
And
the
what
way
do you
you
do to a light, Brianna?
the way you turn it on, the way you turn it off is you put it out. The way you turn it on is you light it. That's how you turn on the
Okay.
joint. You turn it on.
And what
I
do
don't
you do to a
understand.
light? There's
Okay.
no electricity. There's nothing to be turned on.
I'm getting looks right now, guys,
Because you're
from
wrong.
both of these people.
You're
Okay,
outnumbered.
you turning it. I know I'm outnumbered now, but listen, others would agree. You
Let's
could
see.
for sure turn on the joint. So,
Let's see others. Do you agree? I'm putting a fucking poll. I'm clipping this
Sam
and
is
I'm
putting up
putting
a
a
poll.
poll. Can you turn off a joint?
You can not only turn it off, but you could turn it on. And you could turn it back on once you turn it off.
There's no power.
I understand, like, okay, turning it off and on, like, might make it sound like there's some electrical component to it. But it doesn't have to be you turn on the candle by putting the lighter on it.
You light the candle. No. You light the candle by putting the lighter on it. You light it. That's why it's called a lighter.
Okay, but what do you do to turn on the grill?
You light the grill.
Yeah, you turn it on, and that's how you turn it on.
You light the grill.
And that is turning it on. That is activating the grill function.
You guys tell us, please, because this is going to be an ongoing debate for years to come because it's already been an ongoing debate for years prior. So you guys tell us what you think. Can you turn on? Oh, I'm getting a message.
No
Incoming.
correspondence.
Yes,
this is collusion.
So there's a comment in the chat, guys. The grill has a button. There's no button on the joint.
The grill don't always have a button. There's coal-fired, wood-fired grills. You don't need a button.
You light those,
and that's turning it on.
All right. In the poll, we're clipping it in the poll. Can you turn on or turn off a joint? That's it. We're moving on. Anyway, you're saying about this strain.
I'm like, why are we here today? What are we doing? Yes, this has been a debate, for sure. TBD or to be continued. TBC.
To be lit.
To be turned on.
No.
All right. This ooey. Okay. This ooey strain. I'm just gonna be over here like ooh strain.
Fucking monkey over there all of a sudden.
This strain is actually it's a hybrid, but it's definitely indica leaning, which is great for just relaxing, sleepy, chilling, happy. Definitely offers munchies afterwards, of course. So make sure you got something good on hand. This one is found still in Washington. So yeah, good luck with that. If you don't have it, I'm sorry, but it's really good, and I had to do it. And I love weed, and this is one I've been smoking. So you guys are gonna. But I will tell you, the strains that make up the strain are biscotti and grape gasoline. So if you want to try it out, maybe combine those in a joint, and that's kind of an
You got
a maybe a half-ass but like I don't know. That's probably not how it works. But those are the two strains that typically make up this one. This one smells great. It's got like a little fruity smell, but it's mostly earthy. Nice and potent, nice and strong. You can smell this one like in the hallway before you get in the room. That's for sure. Especially the infused joints. They always hit great. Like I said, turn it off and on again if you have to, just to get through it. Sam's gonna kill me. But it's a really good one. So if you can get your hands on it, or if you ever come to visit the great state of Washington, you'll have to try it out. And that includes you, Sam.
Why did you just sound like a fucking tour guide?
The great state of Washington and our weed. Oh my God, I would love to do a weed tour.
Yeah.
Like, is that a thing?
Is that a thing? Jinx?
Can we make that a thing?
We can make that a thing. Maybe.
I mean, can we like tell a place to do the thing?
You know, there's farms and stuff. You should start reaching out and seeing if you can like go visit and say, listen, I'm from Kush and Grime. I'd love to promote your farm and your weed because we have a strain of the day. Here's our card.
And need to figure out where this weed place is.
Where are you growing your weed at? Don't tell us.
I mean, you don't got to tell me where, but
we would love to tour your facilities.
I would love to tour your beautiful facility.
We are not federal agents.
No, not at all. Lame. They're lame. Narcs.
Fucking narc.
Fucking narcs. No, definitely not federal agent, but would still love to see your weed farm of some sort. Especially ooey and where they make this and any other random noises that turn into weed strains.
Yes,
I will try them all.
We would like your weed.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Give us your weed.
Danke, danke.
Danke, 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 Shane. All right. So are you ready to be depressed by this episode?
I mean, fuck it. I just turned on a joint. We're on second jointsies. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, it's like she's like fucking rage baiting me, guys. She's trying to fucking rage bait me right now. Notice how she's never said that shit until right this second.
Yep, right now. And I'm gonna keep saying it.
She's gonna keep saying it. And it's fucking secondsies. Secondsies is gone. She's on to turned on and turned off.
Listen, we gotta laugh before we start talking about this terrible, awful person and the awful, sad things that they do.
Yeah, and not only that, today I just like, you ever have one of those days? I'm sure you all have. Half of you are female. Ever have one of those days where you just have an internal rage? It's like burning inside of you, and there's genuinely no reason. You're just fucking angry. That was me today.
It'd be like that sometimes. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm one of those people, like usually when it's my time of the month, you know, I usually just get like depressy and want to eat a bunch of food. Like fine. But sometimes every now and again, I'm like rage bitch. Like I just wake up and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm fucking pissed.
Me today. That's me. I fucking TMI, I don't care. I fucking I hate repeating myself, and all I do all day is fucking repeat myself, and I am so over it that I was asked to repeat myself 3 times while I was at home, and I just fucking, like, demon yelled the answer because I was tired of it. I was like, "Oh my god, bro." Anyway, so I'm angry about this, I'm angry about this case, I'm angry about today, I'm ready to get it over with, I'm ready to move on to not this case. I say that every time, I feel like.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, you can do the rest of the podcast in your demon screaming.
I don't think they wanna hear that.
It might be a hard episode to follow.
You guys, I would have to I would have to be in the other room so I didn't blow out your guys' ears. Okay. Alright. I feel better now. Thanks, Brianna.
Good. I'm glad. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make you
Okay.
laugh at ridiculous things.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm about to make you guys really sad. So here we go.
Let's do it.
Where we left off, Ariel Castro is a piece of shit. He kidnapped Michelle Knight, locked her in his house for over a month at this point. He had her locked in the basement. She was chained to the support pole with a dirty sock in her mouth and a helmet kept over her head.
Oh, yeah, and he was, like, making her, like, eat McDonald's and stuff, right?
Yeah, like forcing her to eat McDonald's.
Oh, God. Kill
Ugh,
me.
yeah. He was raping her consistently, like all the time. He was physically beating her. Basically everything that like Nilda went through, which Nilda was his like basically common law wife, and the mother of all his children, is what now Michelle was going through, right? So she was getting physically abused, she was getting raped, and she was kept in this basement for several months. When she was finally let out, he put her back upstairs in one of the bedrooms and he kept her chained to a wall. All of the windows were covered. There was like furniture like piled up in the staircases. There was locks on the outside of every door.
Is anyone looking for this girl at this point? Like,
No.
what is going on that front? Did anybody report her missing?
So she was reported missing by her mom, but unfortunately, like they nobody's really looking, if I'm being honest.
So fucked, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that happens, like, so much.
Yep. That's why we have this podcast. We advocate for people that are missing
Yeah.
and
Hell
that
yeah.
people have stopped talking about it. Look at Joshua Guimond's, like we did
Mhm.
that one. Obviously we want to put people out there that are still missing and hopefully one day they can be found. So she was finally let out of the basement. She was put back upstairs into the room, like I said, so she was chained to a wall. That's where she pretty much stayed. She was naked. She didn't have any clothes. In September 2002, Michelle unfortunately became pregnant.
Oh, God, this poor girl.
She was scared to tell Ariel because of what he might do. But one day he noticed that her boobs were leaking, and Ariel asked her if she was pregnant. And when Michelle said yes, he lashed out, attacked the fuck out of her, punched her in the stomach with a barbell, starved her over the next couple of weeks, and then chained her to the bed, kept her chained to the bed.
Fuck, dude. What the actual does he not have, because in the last episode we had talked that he also had a girlfriend at the time. Does he not have a girlfriend anymore?
Oh, he still has the girlfriend.
Oh
She's
my God.
still, yep. But obviously she doesn't know because like I said, these rooms are locked from the outside and Ariel keeps the door closed. And if anybody's coming over there, she is either in the basement with the sock in her mouth and a helmet over her head. And remember the
Jeez.
basement soundproofed. Like this shit is no like we're gonna talk about it, but still it's crazy. So after she was beaten by Ariel, she did get sick, and after about 6 weeks, she miscarried. And then when she miscarried, he yelled at her and blamed her for miscarrying.
This poor fucking girl. I
Mhm.
mean, ugh, that baby would have had a rough life.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, so when somebody would come over, she would go into the basement and she would have to wear the helmet. And as it turned to winter, the basement was not insulated and the house was very cold and drafty. He didn't give her a blanket. And at this point, now winter, she was taken in, I believe I said May, still hadn't showered.
Oh my God. Oh, this
Still,
poor girl after miscarrying and everything.
yep,
Ugh. Gross.
yep. And he's
It's
still raping her.
gross. That's so disgusting. I don't know what happens to this guy, but whatever it is, it's too good. It's not because he deserves everything that he did to this poor girl and his wife
I
to happen
agree.
to him,
I agree.
and then some.
Yep,
Fuck this guy.
I agree. Around Christmas, Ariel decided to give Michelle a puppy and she named him Lobo. And she absolutely loved him. But when the puppy started getting defensive towards Ariel because he was attacking Michelle, he took the dog, broke its neck in front of Michelle, and yeah,
I saw that coming. Like as
yeah,
soon as like a puppy, no, this guy's a psychopath. Like, of course he snapped the puppy's neck in front of her because he's a sick piece of shit.
he is. He really is. He
Yo, who
is.
the fuck kills a puppy? Like,
And it's just out of all the things, like out of all of it too,
and like you gave her the puppy. What do you
right,
expect? You're beating the shit out of her. Of course he's gonna get
like
defensive. He
bond
has
with
the puppy
her,
as one friend. Like,
right,
and it's
and
this
so
poor
does
girl.
Michelle,
Yeah.
right, right,
Oh. Yo,
yep.
killing a puppy? No, I will go Keanu Reeves on your fucking ass.
Oh my god, yeah. On Christmas Eve, Ariel spent the night with his girlfriend, Lillian. And yes, like we talked about, they are still dating. And no, she did not know about anything that was going on in the house. Stayed at her father's house. They had a lovely evening in where he serenaded her and entertained the whole family with his guitar.
What a psychopath. Oh, of course he plays guitar.
Yeah, he played guitar. So if you guys remember from part one, he was given guitar at a young age and he played guitar but really he played bass and he was in a band as well. Still currently in a band while he has Michelle captive at his home. And he plays bass in the band. So he really had everybody fooled, at least his girlfriend's family fooled. Because the next day on Christmas, he returned to Michelle, raped her, and tortured her verbally about how Joey wasn't allowed to be with her on Christmas and that her son was better off without her.
If
Yep.
I were her, I would have I don't know. I think I would have taken like I think I would have killed myself if I were her. I would have tried so hard
You
to kill
know, she
myself.
said in an interview later that she wanted to kill herself, but she didn't want her son Joey to think that she was a quitter and that he wanted. Sorry, I feel like that kid. You would.
I
Yeah, you would. There was a I would. Essentially, she didn't want her son to think that she was a coward and that she fought for him. So every time she felt like she wanted to give up, she thought of Joey.
Jeez, that's amazing. I
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. Getting raped like that, chained up for that long,
Beaten.
the puppy, like the miscarriage, like so many things, and not getting a shower this whole time, and he still is raping you. Ugh,
Yeah. 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 That's so disgusting. Like,
that
that
is
is
so
so disgusting.
gross. And then he goes, and I'm sure he has sex with his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
This girl didn't get a
Imagine
yeast infection.
imagine being her, bro.
Ugh.
Mm-mm. In January of 2003, Michelle was finally allowed to shower, and while she was in the shower, she found a needle, and while Ariel was not paying attention, she hid it. After the shower, she got brought back up to her room, and, he locked her up before he left the house.
Wait, was it like a sewing needle or?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, not no little, like, tiny needle.
Yeah, or I didn't know if I didn't know if you were talking about like a syringe. Like I was, yeah, I just want to make sure.
No, like a sewing needle, yeah.
Okay.
So he leaves and, like, Ariel leaves the house and Michelle is able to pick her lock and takes the locks off, throws off her chains,
Yes.
climbs halfway out the window before she hears Ariel running up the stairs.
No. How did he know?
He played those games. Remember, he did that with Nilda too, where he would
That's
pretend to
right.
leave the house.
Yo, that's some psycho shit.
Yep. So Michelle really had thought that he had left, but he was just in the backyard. So when he ran back upstairs, he opened her door and she already had her chains back on and she tried to just, act casual. But he had realized what she was doing, found the needle, and then physically dragged her back down into the basement where she was left again for 3 weeks.
No. Oh, girl.
Michelle was brought back upstairs after those 3 weeks. She was given a TV, but she was still chained up and locked up inside. Still being starved, still being beaten, still being raped. In April of 2003, Michelle became pregnant again. Ariel found out again, and he kicked her in the stomach so hard that she fell backwards into a door.
So I assume that she miscarried that one too.
She miscarried again. And by the way, also, she still doesn't have clothes. She's been naked, but she was allowed to shower here and there. And she has no real toilet. She's using a bucket. There's trash scattered all around her room because it's not getting cleaned up. And eventually, everything is disgusting. The mattresses are from the side of the road.
Oh, what the fuck?
So she's not, it's so gross. And she is this poor girl, bro. It's so bad. When after she miscarried, like I said, she's still getting beaten, but he was also talking to her like she was his girlfriend, talking about his day, talking about this and this and that, it's random. And then he would
What?
also
What the fuck?
Then he would also talk about how he felt like he was the victim because he was abused as a child.
Oh, so that means that it's okay for him to do all this fucked up shit.
Right. Yeah, totally okay. That's totally excuse to hold somebody in your home, rape them, beat them, deprive them of food, warmth, almost every fucking basic human need, right?
Yeah, and to kill a puppy, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. The fuck fucking asshole. Um Ariel, unfortunately, would also talk to Michelle about wanting a blonde, that he was obsessed with blonde, like a blonde woman. And this is where Ariel starts getting the idea that he needs to bring another woman into the house.
Wait, like in the same situation that this chick is in?
Yes.
And he's just talking to her about this? Like
Yes.
it's normal?
Yes. So, unfortunately, his sights landed on a young girl. She was 16, named Amanda Berry.
16?
16.
This poor girl. How did he know this girl?
So Amanda was born on February 22nd of 1986. She worked at she was born to John Barry and Luana Miller. She lived with her mom and her sister, and she had a good home life. She was a responsible, good student, and she had dreams of becoming a fashion designer. She went to school with Ariel's daughters. She worked with Ariel's son at the job that she got at Burger King, which was just 3 blocks from home.
Okay, so this is where the connection is.
Yes. She grew up with them. She's very familiar with who they are. She knows who Ariel Castro is, just like Michelle did.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is how he got them. So, like I said, she had a job at Burger King, and it was just 3 blocks from home, and she would just walk to work because it's just 3 blocks. It's whatever. She had a boyfriend named Denizo Diaz, who she met while she was taking his order through the drive-through window at Burger King.
Oh, how romantic.
Right. He went by DJ, and we'll refer to him as DJ going forward. On Monday, April 21st of 2003, Amanda left her house to walk to Burger King. She was supposed to come home after work and had money laid out in her room to get her birthday nails done because her birthday was the next day, but she was going to plan on having her nails done that night.
Of course.
Of course, you got to have them done before your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda decided to leave work early that day because there was some family issues going on with her sister and her sister's husband, and that's really not that relevant, but she decided to go home early and she started walking home. When she was on the way, she had called her sister, and while she's on the phone, Ariel drives past her with his daughter Arlene in the van. Now, again, Amanda knows Ariel's daughters. So when Ariel turns around and comes back and asks if she wants a ride home, she says yes because she thinks Arlene is still in the van. When she hangs up with her sister, she gets in the van, and then this is when she realized that Arlene was not in the van and he had dropped her off without her seeing.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
hmm Ariel started out friendly, talking about his kids, just chatting it up. But when he drives past her house, she asks where they're going. And he says, "Oh, we're going back to my house to see Angie. You know Angie, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I guess." So he shows her around. They pass a room with the door closed that has a large hole in it. And inside, Amanda sees Michelle. When Amanda asks who that is, and Ariel says, "Oh, that's my roommate."
In that filthy room?
Yeah, like, she couldn't see in because the door is closed. There was just a
Okay.
hole, so she was able to
Oh.
see Michelle, like, through the hole through the door. Mhm.
Like, did this guy have, like, a nice house otherwise?
No.
So, like, what is he showing her in this house?
Right, he's just showing her around because he's basically saying, "Oh, Angie's in the bathroom probably, let me show you around."
I
Like,
see.
yeah, just
Yeah.
being a host, you know?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, dear.
Yep. So he led Amanda into a room, forced her inside, duct taped her hands, and raped her. When he was done with her, he threw her in the basement, chained her up, put a sock in her mouth, and put the motorcycle helmet over her head.
Oh, no. You don't think it was the same sock that he used?
I really hope not,
Oh my god.
but probably. It's probably just like laying there.
Ugh.
And
Yeah.
in the basement, there's like clothes and like shit everywhere. And there's just that bucket. It's
Oh.
disgusting. Yeah. So when he threw her in the basement, he chained her up. Again, he put the sock and helmet over her head. And then he left the basement and locked her in it. Luana, Amanda's mom, knew immediately something wasn't right when Amanda didn't come home straight from
Well,
work.
yeah, she was just on the phone with her sister.
Right. She knew her daughter was excited for her birthday, and she saw that money was still in her drawer. So if she was going anywhere, she was going to take the money.
Mhm, that's a good thought.
Yep. So she didn't come home, and she knew it. So she reported her missing the next morning. But by the time police arrived to her home, Luana had already printed like all these missing person flyers to hand out. So she was
Damn.
moving.
Yeah,
Luana fought for her daughter. She knew in her heart that her daughter was out there somewhere and she was gonna fight for her. And she
good
did.
for her.
Yes. So police asked her questions, obviously, specifically focusing on Amanda's social life, her friends, her boyfriend. Obviously, the police need to speak to DJ. And DJ tells them that Amanda had plans to go home, get her nails done, and then they were going out that night. He actually tells police that he believes that Amanda might be kidnapped.
Oh, shit. Wait, who is this who said that?
DJ, her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I wonder what made him say that.
I don't know. I'm not sure what made him say that. I think maybe he was just intuitive and really maybe like
Like,
this
it was
isn't
so
like her.
sudden.
Right.
Yeah, and she obviously had plans, like, she was
Right.
supposed to be places, like, I'm sure she probably had, like, an appointment for her nails or something, like,
Right. Right.
so, yeah, that makes sense. I could see him, like, making that connection and being like, "No, something's seriously wrong."
Yeah, police were like, "Nah, that's sus. You're our main suspect."
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh my, the boyfriend is always the main suspect at first.
Yeah, for real. So they look into him. Obviously, he's cleared. He agrees to do a polygraph. He's all set. That's nothing that they need
Alright,
to
well,
worry
that's
about.
good. That's
Yeah.
good.
But meanwhile, Ariel has taken Amanda's cell phone and he's listening to every message that's coming in, everything from her sister, her mom calling, begging to know where she is, DJ calling her. He even deletes some of the messages so that way people can leave more.
What the fuck? Is he
Yep.
listening to them is he making her listen or is he's
He's
just listening to them
listening.
himself?
Just him.
That's some psychopath shit.
I know. And after being there a few nights, Amanda tries to make an escape, but unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it out of the house. All this did was piss Ariel off and make him more volatile. He caught her, overpowered her, locked her up in the basement, raped her, taped her up, and did the same thing the next morning when he brought her upstairs when he chained her to a heater.
So is she in a separate room than
Yes,
uh
Michelle.
Michelle?
Yeah. She's being kept separate from Michelle. Michelle has not seen Amanda, but
Okay.
she hears it, you know?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, jeez. So is he like fucking with Michelle at the same time? Like, is he
Yep.
fucking around with both of them?
Yep. The
What a
abuse on Michelle
psychopath.
has not stopped. It's still ongoing. It's just he brought Amanda in now, so it's like added.
Does this guy not work? Like, does he have a
He
girlfriend
does.
still too?
He does. No. Yes, he does still have a girlfriend. And yes, he does still work. Remember, he's a bus driver.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep. So he's still going to work. He's coming home. Like he goes to work, comes home, beats them, rapes them, like sometimes feeds Michelle, usually takes better care of Amanda.
But Amanda has seen Michelle.
Amanda has seen Michelle, but she
Yeah,
didn't know who Michelle was and she didn't know
yeah,
what's going on.
yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine she has an idea now.
Yeah. Oh, of course. So after a week of Amanda being missing, her mother has been going crazy. She was on the news multiple times. She's been putting up flyers. She's been getting Amanda's name out there. Ariel watches this news broadcast and takes it upon himself to call Luana from Amanda's phone. And when she answered, he said, "I have your daughter. She's healthy and okay." And when Luana asked to speak with Amanda, he just hung up the phone.
So it's like, why did he do that? Does he want to get caught? Like, I feel like this guy is like doesn't know what kind of a murderer or serial or like killer or person he wants to be. Like he's like trying out some of everything. Like
I
he's
don't
like, I'm gonna kidnap and I'm gonna rape and then I'm gonna like beat and then I'm gonna hold them hostage and then I'm gonna fuck around with their family. But then I want a blonde one. Like it's just this guy is a terrible person.
He is terrible. He's fucking terrible. A few minutes after that phone call, he calls again and he says Mandy was going to be his wife, which he's referring to Amanda. Luana obviously immediately called the FBI agent handling the case, and he believed that it might be a hoax and that Amanda was probably involved in it, and she should be home in a couple of days.
What? That's what the FBI agent said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet her mom flipped.
Mm-hmm.
She must have been pissed.
Mm-hmm. Well, this motherfucker was wrong as hell, obviously, and I wish that they took time to look into it. Because, like, what do you mean? Honestly, what do you mean this man is calling from my daughter's phone and we can't find her?
Yeah, and also, like, it's not like he was like, "I demand this much money at this place." You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
what would be the point of her doing that to her mom and her family and her boyfriend and like
right,
she obviously like this is I feel like this is such an obvious like something is wrong. Like whether or not you could be like it's a kidnapping right off the bat, it's obviously something is fishy in this
right.
situation. And it's not her just playing a fucking joke or trying to get money from her parents or something.
Yep. Yeah. So, like we talked about Michelle, everything is still happening with Michelle and Amanda. They're being kept separate. And she hadn't met Amanda yet officially, but she was watching the news while Amanda's mom was on. And it's because Ariel specifically came to her and said, "If you watch the news tonight, you might find there's a tragedy in Cleveland," which is
What
where they
the
were.
hell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So when she saw that, she knew that he had made good on his word of bringing another girl into the house.
Mhm.
Eventually, the two did meet, and Ariel had introduced Amanda to Michelle. Michelle was like very self conscious and worried because, like, how Amanda would look at her because she's naked, disgusting, in chains. And Amanda looks kind of like clean, more clean and fresh, obviously, because she just got there and Michelle's been
Yeah.
there.
So does
But
she
when,
have her clothes though?
yeah, she has clothes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, poor Michelle.
Yeah. But when Amanda met Michelle, she was super nice. But it would be months before the two saw each other again after that.
Months? Oh my god, they're locked up in here for so long.
Yep.
So wait, why did he introduce them though? He's like, "Hey, these are I figured one captive wants to meet another captive, but now you're not going to see each other." Like, what the fuck was the point of that?
I don't know. He like wanted them to be this like one big happy family, it seemed like. And it's like almost like him replacing the family that Nilda, I'm doing air quotes here, Nilda took from him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's some weird fucked up shit.
It's definitely
Honestly.
fucked up
I don't
shit. I
know.
mean, he's a fucked up piece of shit person. Like, there's no way
No,
anyone can probably understand. He probably doesn't even understand why he did this shit.
no. I'm sure he doesn't. But I also think it also maybe had like a level of control as
Oh,
well.
for sure. Definitely. Like that type of personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to control everything.
Like he wants to control their environment. Like and
Mhm.
he only lets them see each other for a few minutes at a time, usually.
Supervised.
Yeah. So at the house, unfortunately, Michelle had it much worse than Amanda. And she really seemed to get the angry side. And Amanda, from Michelle's perspective at least, seemed to get it a little bit easier. And obviously, like we talked about, there's no easy in this house. There's
Yeah.
constant rape, constant beatings, constant
Yeah.
bullshit. It was just that Michelle always had this fire within her. And Ariel was so determined to like put it out.
Well, good for her for going through and sticking through.
Right. Eventually, Amanda learned that if you didn't fight Ariel, and went along, then it wouldn't be so bad. Like we talked about, he is still dating his girlfriend, Lillian. But again, she didn't know anything that was going on. And he kept them locked up when she was there. One night, though, Ariel and Lillian were home at his house when she heard Michelle's TV. She asked Ariel who was watching it, and he quickly changed the subject and moved on with the conversation.
No way. So that's her accounting, like, she said that he
Yeah.
did that?
Mhm.
Yeah. Damn.
Mhm.
And she didn't press on it? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It could be, "Oh, I just left that on. Anyway, how was your day? What was
Yeah.
going
Anyway, you
on?"
look great.
"Yeah, you look good." That's when he started getting paranoid, though, and he never let Lillian stay over again, and he would use band practice as an excuse and everything that he could to prevent her from, like, coming over.
Red flag.
Yep. After several months, Michelle and Amanda did see each other again. Michelle was still naked and chained, and Ariel had forced her to go into Amanda's room and be with her for, like, a small amount of time. And they were scared to speak to each other, like, not knowing where he was or if he was listening or what. So Michelle basically said, "I know you. You're Amanda Berry." And they chatted for a little bit, and then they were separated again. So it was infrequent that they saw each other, though, and he just did that to, like I said, to try and control them
Yeah.
and control the interactions. August of 2003, Michelle ends up getting pregnant again.
Oh, no.
And as we already know how Ariel would react, this time it takes him a few months for him to make her miscarry. He ended up starving her and punching and jumping on her stomach to make her abort.
Oh my god.
He did hit her in the stomach with a barbell at this time as well.
What a piece of shit.
To further torture Michelle, he would also use Amanda's mom's news appearances against her, saying, "Well, at least her family wants her and somebody's looking for her. Who's looking for you? Because you don't mean nothing to nobody." At this time, Michelle's name was actually removed from the National Crime Information Center as a missing person because they couldn't verify with her mother, Barbara Knight, if Michelle was still missing or not. So
What?
nobody's been looking for Michelle.
Are you fucking serious?
Her son ended up in the system because she's been kidnapped.
Yeah. And the mother wouldn't take him?
That she's not as suitable. That's why she got removed. That's
Oh,
why,
that's right.
yeah, that's why Joey got removed
That's
is
right.
because of the situation
Yeah.
that her mom left him in. And like Joey is still a baby, pretty much. He's probably like, I think 4 years old at this point. In October of 2003, Ariel and Lillian broke up. Thank goodness for Lillian. She didn't even know until after everything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so she got kind of lucky in that regard, I'd say.
This girl was just, like, watching the news and, like, this dude's mug shows up.
Yeah,
How do you even react to that?
I would lose my shit.
I don't think I would ever trust anyone ever again forever.
No,
Like, no, I would never be in a relationship again.
you would turn into a crazy cat lady for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So now that he and Lillian had broke up, that means he had time to go and search for his third victim, right?
Are you fucking serious?
During this time, remember, Ariel is still going to work every day. He's still going and playing in his band. He is pretending to hold on to some type of normalcy. Okay. But that doesn't mean that he is normal. He's a piece of shit. He's weird. People don't really like him very much. And even at his job, his attitude and other things happen. So in January of 2004, police arrive at Ariel's home to question him for abduction and child endangerment, but it has nothing to do with Amanda and Michelle.
Wait, what did it have to do with? Was he, like, really innocent in this?
No. So he, like I said, is a bus driver and he had picked up two elementary school kids. He dropped one off, and by the way, these are 4-year-olds actually. Dropped one off and then went to Wendy's for lunch with the other 4-year-old still in the bus. He ordered the 4-year-old to lay down, bitch. And Ariel went and got his food, ate, and then drove around the bus a little bit and then dropped the kid off at school.
Yeah, like, this guy doesn't know, like, what are you doing? This is a true, like, mentally disturbed person.
Yes.
'Cause, like, what were you gonna do with this kid? 'Cause, like, that was not your plan.
Right.
So, like, you were contemplating something that was really horrific, and something made you decide to not follow through with it, but obviously you still did something fucked up.
Right. And it was like a 4-year-old boy.
Yeah. So did the parents, like, so he was, like, missing and the parents freaked out? Like,
Yeah. So the child's mom called and complained to the school that her son had missed his classes. And whatever happened with Ariel, like obviously she found out when the son came home. And the police went to his house to question him, but he never answered the door. And they never came back or never tried to question him again.
so did he, like, never get charged for anything? Like, there was no accountability here.
No accountability, and that's what makes him so cocky about all this is there's no accountability for him. But his job did continue to investigate because, like, what the fuck? And they
Okay, good.
suspended him for 60 days without pay.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
So the only people that are holding him accountable is his job.
Yeah, and that's just because they don't wanna get fucking sued.
Right. It's crazy. And you know what's even crazier is two girls were held captive in that house that police officers came to and knocked on the door and didn't do their due diligence to follow through on a complaint regarding a child who
Kidnapped.
went kidnapped child
Yeah.
in the neighborhood that children went missing and were kidnapped. What? In the neighborhood that Amanda Berry was kidnapped.
And they're
What?
just like, "Oh, okay, nothing to see here. We're leaving now." Like,
What are we doing?
after they didn't even talk to this guy, like, you didn't even talk to him. He could have
Just
totally
left.
he could have looked like a, rapist, or you know what I mean? Like,
Or
he could have
imagine that
looked suspect if they opened up
police
the door.
right. Or if they wanted to like look around. I
Yeah.
mean, granted, they would have needed a warrant, but if the girls started screaming, that would have been probable cause.
Or even if he like opened up the door and they like just happened to see in there that he had like fucking padlocks on doors or like something sketchy like that. Like at least to tip them off to keep investigating him more. Even if it wasn't a clear-cut thing to like an immediate warrant, it would at least give them like a window that this guy's a fucking creep and
Yep.
he needs to be followed or like looked into some more before you just completely write him off without even fucking talking to him or anything.
Right. Honestly.
Because he kidnapped that little kid. Like
He literally did.
knew he was on the bus. He kept him there, and he talked to him like that and made him lay down in the seat. Like this is crazy.
Yep.
The fuck are
Yeah.
these cops doing?
Right. Right. No, really. What are they doing? What are they doing? Sorry. Lost
Sorry,
my spot. No, you're okay.
we went off on a tangent there.
Tangies. Little tangies. So by March of 2004, Ariel was thoroughly making his preparations to get another girl into the house. And he was having Michelle drill holes in the walls so he could like string chains through it. And whatever was going to happen soon.
Wait, so he was having Michelle help him set up a new space for
Yep.
some new chick to get kidnapped.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And again, I need a reminder. We're on years now. Okay. Amanda has been taken for a year. Michelle has been held for 2.
No clothes.
No clothes on Michelle, barely any showers, hardly eating. Michelle has gone through, I think, 3 miscarriages now.
Oh my God. With no medical attention.
No medical attention,
Oh my
nothing.
God. And
So,
like, I doubt he's giving them like tampons and stuff. There's probably blood everywhere.
yep,
Stains. It probably stinks. Like,
yep,
the fuck, dude?
yep. April 2nd, 2004 is when Ariel made his next move. Ariel's daughter, Arlene, was walking home from school with her best friend named Gina. Gina's father, Felix DeJesus, was friends with Ariel when they were growing up, so they're familiar with each other. The girls wanted to hang out with each other after school, so they stopped at the payphone to call Nilda, and Arlene said, "Hey, Mom, can I hang out at Gina's house tonight?" And Nilda said, "Fuck no, get your ass home. You're grounded, remember?"
Be like that, though.
Yeah.
You always got to ask. You never know. They might
Yeah.
forget.
Yeah, maybe they'll forget, or maybe they just don't feel like dealing with you, so they'll say yes.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta check.
Yeah, just make sure. So Arlene and Gina went their separate ways. Sad they couldn't hang out, but they said goodbye. And Ariel, who was watching the girls and driving by at the same time, saw the girls split, go separate ways, and then turn the fuck around. And instead of going for his daughter, who was walking home by herself, he pulled up on Gina.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nobody's noticed. These girls are not noticing all their friends are going missing.
Arlene, they are. Yeah, they
Okay, good. Good.
are. He said, "Hey, Gina, have you seen Arlene?" She's like, "Yeah, we were literally just like talking right over there, duh." She didn't say it like that. Uh,
Duh.
duh. And she was supposed to be walking home. And Ariel says, "Oh, okay. Can you help me look for her?" And Gina, who is very innocent minded, by the way, is familiar with Ariel. And she had been in special education classes and was still learning how to read, and was 14.
Oh, shit.
Agrees and gets in the car with Ariel, and they head towards his house. When they were headed there, he asked her to help him move a speaker, which she agreed to. And when they got to the house, he said he no longer needed help, but brought her upstairs to the bathroom. He started checking himself out in the mirror and then asked Gina to show him her privates.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Just like that, too.
Ew.
She started to try and leave, but he tricked her into going into the basement, where he tied her up, strapped her to the pole, and raped her.
Oh, no.
Gina screamed and pleaded for help, but no help came. Similarly to Amanda's case, again, who was taken a year prior, her mom did not hesitate to start to look for Gina. At 5:09, she reported her daughter missing. Police were stopping cars locally using bloodhounds trying to find her. They even interviewed one of Castro's neighbors. Nothing.
They didn't go to his house, though?
No, because you know why? Because he was making himself present with the DeJesuses that he's been with for knows forever. Why would their
No.
friend take their daughter?
This dude is fucked.
Yep. Now, the girls in the neighborhood that live in the neighborhood are getting scared. There's been 2 disappearances, one after another. Police believe that, these are connected, obviously. They even bring DJ back in and question him about Gina.
Oh my god. This poor kid is like, I already went through this. I don't even
Yeah.
does he even know Gina? He probably does. They all probably go to school.
Yeah, but Gina's a little bit younger. I don't know if
Okay.
he knows Gina or not, but still, like, that's how police were like, "Okay, these are fucking connected.
Yeah.
Young girls, same neighborhood, same everything. Like, obviously, we've got something going on." But this is when Ariel starts getting a little paranoid with having the girls in his house now that he has all 3. He started to not let anyone in, and then he even wrote a 4-page confession, like, hand wrote it, in which he accused his victims as being the reason why they were kidnapped because they got into the car with him, and they had tempted him, and he was the victim.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. They
Yeah.
they wanted to get chained up
They
and
wanted
raped
this.
and
They
yeah,
asked for it.
of course.
So he took that confession, folded it up, put it in his drawer in the kitchen, and then it was not to be seen for quite some time. So as time went by, he inserted himself into the investigation of Gina's disappearance. He helped hand out missing person flyers. He helped look, all while he had her trapped in his home. The girls in the house obviously had known that he had brought somebody else in, as they could hear Gina, but they couldn't confirm that he had taken Gina, even though they had saw the news, because he was keeping them separate.
Yeah.
Even Michelle flat out asked Ariel, "Did you take a 14-year-old girl?" And Ariel said, "Of course not." She
14.
14. She obviously knew that he was a liar, and it became even more apparent when he started making Michelle and Gina share a room together. And he hung up Gina's missing person poster in the room as like decoration
So Michelle and Gina were in the same room with the poster.
with the poster.
Like, what does he get out of this? Sick fuck, man.
No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. It's so fucked. This is why, like, it took me forever. I always say that, but it really did. It took me forever to get through that. Like, it's so bad. Michelle, who went to school with Gina's older sister, knew who she was, and the two were left alone for a small amount of time. And then Ariel told Michelle, like, when they first introduced each other, that Gina was his daughter. But Michelle obviously knew who Gina was.
What an idiot. Like, you're doing that to your daughter? Like, what the hell?
Exactly. And Michelle coached Gina on how to deal with Ariel and what the best way to get through it was. And she was at this time because, Gina moved into the room, she was actually able to get some clothing, which was nice.
Oh, Michelle got some clothing?
Yes,
Oh, finally. Jeez, it's
I
been like
know.
what, over 2 years for this girl.
Over 2 years. Over 2 years, yeah. So while the girls suffered at the hands of Ariel inside, their families struggled in a totally different way outside. They felt the police were not doing enough to look for Amanda and Gina. And in fact, their families linked up together and worked together to be on the news, to be on America's Most Wanted, to help support each other in the hopes that they would have their daughters returned to them one day.
And Ariel was with them, helping them still.
Yep,
Oh my god.
yep. He attended the vigils. He was present in everything. He was looking. It's fucking disgusting. So he had no interest in letting the girls return home. Obviously, he treated them like his personal sex slaves. He would rape both Michelle and Gina in the same room. And like Michelle would end up eventually protecting Gina, trying to, take on more.
Yeah, the girl's 14 years old.
Right. Amanda, on the other hand, Ariel would refer to her as his wife. and she was allowed to like go downstairs. She had a little bit more freedom. She was treated better. But again, better is not
Yeah.
good. Better is
No.
not good in this house. Ariel even started allowing them to have yard time. But knowing Ariel, that doesn't mean what you would think it means.
So what did it mean?
The girls would go outside naked with collars and chains that prevented them from leaving the house. The yard had very tall fences and like barbed wire.
Nobody in the neighborhood suspects this
It
guy?
was like, I think it might have actually just been like chicken fence, but yeah. Well, the fucking neighborhood,
Still.
no, the neighborhood called. Brianna, the neighborhood called. The neighborhood called the police. They saw the girls in the back. They heard the screams.
They
They
did.
they were telling them, "Hey, there's some fuck shit going on." And the police come, knock on the door, nobody answers, and they leave again.
Wait. Hold the fucking phone. They like leave? Like they don't follow up? There's
Nope,
no follow up here.
nope. They
After
think it's a hoax.
after the neighbors literally say, and they know this is the same house where the other guy didn't answer the door.
Yeah.
So this house doesn't answer the door, and neighbors report that there's people in chains outside, and they just leave
Yep.
and don't follow up. Where is
Mhm.
this? Cleveland? This
Yep.
is Cleveland?
Blood curdling screams.
God.
No follow-up. Yep.
I wouldn't even know like how to react. Like
Yeah.
if I was these victims or their families and you figure out like that these are the things that happened.
Right.
I don't even know how you cope with that. Like I couldn't even imagine.
Mm-mm.
Just the failures.
Right. There was a lot of effort that the families went into after all of this to make sure, like, even, like, the department got investigated and, like, there was a whole
Good.
task force and everything after, but after is way too late.
Yeah.
After is way too late. They were here for way too long. So, like I said, the neighbors are paying attention and they don't like him. And he's always like standoffish and weird. And he's always like present in the neighborhood, like he's working on cars or he's like I said, going around these vigils and going to barbecues and doing this. So he's like trying to be present, but he's weird. And
Yeah.
everybody can tell that there's something off. And dogs bark at him, which is a sure as
Oh,
shit sign.
red fucking flag there, buddy.
Yep. Yep. A dog always knows
Mm-hmm.
because it knows. They also noticed that, like, he would never leave from the front of the house. He would always ever come out of the back. Even if, like, he was getting picked up or somebody came over to come talk to him, no one was allowed in. He would come out of the back of the house.
That is super weird.
Mhm. Even his family would notice that, like, when he would attend family functions, he would show up, stay, disappear, and then come back.
That's super
Obviously,
weird.
we know he's, like, going checking on the girls and coming back.
Yeah.
Year after year, Amanda's mom continued to fight for her. In 2004, she showed up at the Montel Williams show with a TV psychic that said that, quote, she could help find her daughter, unquote. When they talked, the psychic told Luana that Amanda was not alive.
Okay. Bad psychic.
Terrible psychic. Uh,
Are we surprised that the
no,
Montel Williams psychic was not a good one?
no. But this unfortunately destroyed the amazing hope and strength that Luana had for Amanda.
Oh
Um,
no.
yeah, she believed the psychic and she believed that her daughter was gone. And meanwhile, Amanda watched from a TV in Ariel's house of her mom on TV. Um, Up to that point, Luana had left Amanda's room alone. She kept everything where she had left it. She'd even bought her Christmas presents and birthday presents in case she came home in time to open them.
Oh.
But when that piece of shit psychic told her daughter was gone, she took down the pictures, she cleaned the room,
No.
she packed up the hope that her daughter was still out there.
Yo, that psychic.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's why you don't. You don't fuck around with shit like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Luana passed away in 2006. She died of heart failure, but everybody called it a broken heart around her. Like I said, the girls were held for years. And again, they are getting subjected to beatings, rapings, torture, chained up, psychological mind games. He would play Russian roulette with them without any ammo in the gun. And he always kept a gun on him too. So that way they'd be scared. And it was just all so he could have this control over them. Now, in 2006, Amanda became pregnant.
Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, it's bound to happen.
The girls noticed first, Michelle and Gina, and Michelle warned Amanda of what Ariel might do if he found out, especially how he had been with Michelle's pregnancies.
Yeah, but he always treats Amanda different.
Mm-hmm. He did not freak out. He was actually excited that he was going to be a father with Amanda.
Oh my God, this poor girl.
And he wanted to make sure she was taken care of properly. So he kept her away from Michelle and Gina even more. And now Amanda was being treated really well, and Michelle was getting it even worse. And again, she still refused to break. She kept her spirit. She fought for Joey. In December, Michelle became pregnant again. And again, she was scared. And when Ariel found out, he starved her. And he told Gina to not give her any food. And when starving didn't work, he turned to punching and kicking her in the stomach to make her miscarry, which she did.
And Gina was right there.
Mm-hmm. Christmas Day 2006, Amanda went into labor. Ariel brought a kiddie pool, made her lay in it and give birth, and Michelle practically was made to be a midwife. I don't know if you could tell or not, but Michelle had no experience in such a thing. So
Well,
she
yeah.
so she did help though. She did as instructed by threat. And when Amanda's baby came out, she was not breathing. Ariel started screaming and yelling at Michelle and saying that if the baby died, she would be killed. And he was continuously threatening her. Meanwhile, Michelle, the fucking badass she is, just has the baby and she starts doing baby CPR. And the baby took its first breaths.
You're fucking kidding me.
Mm-hmm. The baby was named Jocelyn, and Ariel kept the placenta in the fridge as a keepsake.
Ew. What the fuck, dude?
Sorry.
Oh my God, that's so fucking gross,
Yep.
man. Why?
Right.
Why?
Squidward over there.
I hate it. That's so gross. You just put it in like a jar in the fridge
Yeah.
next to like the orange juice and the eggs. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
So at that time, Amanda's chains were permanently removed because Ariel didn't want Jocelyn growing up knowing that her mom was in chains.
Okay.
Right. So once Jocelyn was born, she actually brought hope to all the girls inside the house because they were all focusing on her and they wanted to make sure she was okay. And it kind of like reignited things for them. And Michelle and Gina would make make her clothes. And Amanda made her a little nursery in her room and like had school and like walked her to school and everything as she got older.
Wait, how old is this girl? And they're still locked in this guy's house?
Yeah, they were locked in this house. We're gonna do a
Where are we
time
at?
jump here soon.
Yeah.
We're currently in 2006 when Jocelyn was born, and everybody's kind of like gearing up uh, to stay in this house and continue this shit. Essentially, what's happening is everybody's Stockholm syndromed, and nobody's trying to escape because they're too scared, and they're all like stuck. And Ariel was like trying to make it so they were all part of this big delusional family. And he would bring them down to the living room and they would all watch TV and he would talk to them like they were their family. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wait, so are the other girls in chains still?
Yes. Yes.
And Jocelyn just is like, oh, yeah, I'm not in chains and my mom's not, but the other two that live here are. And like, does he like rape the girls in front of the baby or in front of the little
No.
kid?
Amanda and Jocelyn have their own room.
Okay.
And I don't know, like, Amanda left a lot of journals, but in this book, we mostly get Michelle's perspective because Michelle has provided a lot more of her story. I'm sure there's more that I could find about Amanda, but I have no interest in reading her journals. I already
Yeah.
know how fucked up that's going to be. But
Yeah.
there's times where, there's indications that she was raped multiple times a day. The girls were raped multiple times a day.
Ugh.
So there's just a lot going on. Now, in 2009, the girls found their new light of hope, and that would be JC Duggard. JC, who we're going to probably do her own case. So she was held captive for 18 years and was found. So the girls watching the news on their TVs see that somebody who's been missing for 18 years was found, that there's hope for them, that maybe one day they'll be found. Like we talked about, Gina and Amanda's families kept their story in the public eye, hoping that one day somebody would come forward with something. But as the years continued to go by, the neighbors kept reporting everything. Police came and went multiple times to the house. Nobody saw nothing. And now we're going to jump to September of 2012.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. Oh, my God.
Yes. So
many
again,
years.
so many years. And that's why I didn't want to cover everything because we're already at an hour. I still have more information. There's so much to this case. You guys have to read the books. It's crazy. It is years, 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 years. So September of 2012, Michelle became pregnant again for the 5th time now. As you already know, this is not going to go well. Michelle was violently allergic to mustard, and Ariel knew that. And what he did was he brought her a hot dog that was covered in mustard and tried to force her to eat it. She refused, obviously, because it could kill her because she was highly allergic.
Yeah. Like, is he trying to kill her or kill the baby?
Kill the baby, allegedly.
Like, he thinks that that's gonna, like, what a moron.
Right. He threatened her, pointed the gun at her, and told her to eat it. So she wiped off some of the mustard and immediately had an allergic reaction to it. And she couldn't breathe. Again, her and Gina are still in the same room. So Ariel said to her, "Get over it," walked out of the room, locked the door behind him. Michelle's tongue and throat were numb. Her body turned bright red. But again, she fought and she held on. She struggled, but it would be several nights before Ariel would bring her anything to help. And he only brought her cough medicine.
Okay.
This guy is stupid.
Moron, yeah.
This obviously did not make her lose the baby. This is around the time that Ariel got fired from his job.
About time.
Yes. Like we talked about, he had been suspended multiple times for different things. One was basically kidnapping a child.
No big deal. He's just a bus driver.
No big deal. But this time, he had parked his bus on the side of the road and he left it abandoned. And when he left it, he went back to his house. Obviously, he was raping and torturing the women in his home. And when somebody saw it parked there and abandoned, they called it in. And he was essentially had a whole trial and everything with work and was fired because he had left the bus abandoned.
Yeah.
But because of that, he now had more time at home.
Oh, great.
Yep. So now, again, Michelle is getting extra targeted compared to, Amanda, who's not really getting as much anymore, especially because Jocelyn's in the picture. And Gina, because she's trying to take it for Gina. And I know that we've talked a lot about Michelle and everything that she's endured, but Make no mistake, everything was happening to everybody and everything was violent. And Ariel just hated Michelle because she wouldn't quit fighting. He couldn't break her. Ariel's family is starting to get suspicious now about what's going on at his house. He's bringing Jocelyn around, his family and stuff, and saying, "Oh, it's my girlfriend's kid." Meanwhile, Jocelyn looks exactly like his daughter, Emily.
Oh, shit. So they're putting that together.
Yep,
So he was just bringing Jocelyn around? He wasn't bringing Amanda, obviously.
correct. Yeah, and when
Oh.
he was bringing Jocelyn around, he made sure that Michelle and Gina went by different names, and he ended up taking the chains off of them too because she was like, "I want them unlocked, unlocked, I want unlocked," like playing with them. So he ended up having to take them off because he would bring her out and he didn't want her to say, "Oh, so
Like
and
so and
so."
so is chained up. Yeah,
Exactly.
chains. Yeah, yeah.
At daddy's house.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, when they start talking, you gotta be
Mhm.
careful.
Exactly. Next, he was fired from his band for his shitty fucking attitude because he was always trying to one up everybody in the band. He thought he was like the lead, so everybody would like coordinate and he would stand out on purpose. He wouldn't like show up to practices. He had a shitty fucking attitude, so they let him go. And everything just kind of started falling apart for him in the best way for us.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, though, Michelle was still pregnant and Ariel couldn't have that. So, again, he pushed her down to the stairs to the basement and made her land on her stomach. He followed her down and kicked her in the stomach as hard as he could. Michelle begged him not to kill the baby, but that only made him more mad. And he kicked her in the stomach over and over and over. 4 days later, Michelle miscarried. She had it on the bathroom toilet and she was able to remove the fetus from the toilet. She cried and held it and apologized. And Ariel, who was on the other side of the door, fucking barged in, slapped her in the face, and yelled at her and said it was her fault.
What the fuck? Mentally disturbed
Yep.
individual.
Yep. So by 2013, he had Michelle in captivity for 11 years, Amanda for 10, and Gina for 9. There were so many opportunities that police had throughout the years to find him and question him. He was always at these vigils. He inserted himself in Gina's investigation. He was friends with her fucking father. All these things lined up, and he just kept getting away with it.
And there were reports from the neighbors. That's the part that like really disturbs me.
Right. He felt like he was on top of the world because of this, but luck always runs out.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm here for.
On May 6th, 2013, Ariel went to his mom's house to have dinner as he usually would as part of his normal routine. When he left the house, Jocelyn runs upstairs and tells Amanda, "Daddy's gone. Daddy's gone." Not sure if it's one of his normal manipulation techniques or not. Amanda stays in the room and waits. She peeks out the window, sees the car is gone. Amanda asks Jocelyn if he's really gone. She says, "Yeah." So Amanda leaves the room carefully, realizes he's actually gone, and books it down to the front door. Somehow, the front door is unlocked, and she swings it open, only to be met with a storm door that is chained shut. She looks across the street, sees neighbors sitting on the porch, and starts banging on the door, screaming for help to be let out. Everyone starts running over, trying to get her out, but the door
Yay.
is chained.
Oh no. At least they know she's in there. They know
Yep.
she's there.
There's only about 6 inches of room. This is when Ariel's neighbor, Charles Ramsey, hears what's going on and comes over. Charles is super fucking hilarious. Brianna and I are going to watch an interview with him after this. You guys are going to watch it on our website. But he is so fucking funny. Charles was eating a McDonald's burger when he heard this.
So specific.
No, he did. He ended up getting a McDonald's like for a year for this shit. He heard the commotion. He hurries up, finishes his burger, comes over and like looks at what the fuck is going on. He sees Amanda obviously frantic trying to get out and he tries to pull the door open, but he can't because it's chained. So he tells Amanda to start kicking out one of the bottom panels. So they start kicking at it together. She's able to pull it back. Amanda climbs out, turns around, grabs Jocelyn, and takes her out too. And then she's hysterical. She's telling Charles, call 911. My name's Amanda Berry. I've been missing for 10 years. I've been in this house. Call 911. Call 911. So Charles calls 911 and they speak to Amanda and they confirm that she's Amanda Berry. And then the police come.
Okay, but she's got to be like, the other girls are upstairs. Like, go get them, please, right now.
When the police arrive, there's already a crowd gathering because obviously it was a big commotion. And they're trying to see what the fuck is going on. But before police even stop the car, Amanda is running over to the window, banging on it. She's like, I'm Amanda Berry. She points across the street to Ariel's house and she says, that's where I've been. I've been stuck in Ariel Castro's house for 10 years. He held me captive. He had me kidnapped. I was missing for 10 years. I'm here. I'm here now.
Right under your fucking noses this whole goddamn time.
Motherfuckers.
Ugh. It's infuriating.
No, it's so bad. The police ask if there's anyone else inside, and Amanda says yes, Michelle Knight and Gina DeJesus. They call in for backup, and the two officers that are there run inside and try to go get Gina and Michelle. There's another officer. Her name is Barbara Johnson. She is following the case for a long time. She was not on the case at the time, but she heard that they were found, and she fucking booked it. So she was also in there. She climbed through the bottom panel because that's how they had to get in. And Michelle and Gina heard Amanda, like they heard all the commotion. They heard Jocelyn run up. They heard Amanda banging, everybody banging, and they were scared because they didn't know what was going on. And again, this is Ariel's house, so you don't know. Like it could be
Yeah.
anything.
Of course. Or it could be a trick that he's playing on you or to see what kind of reaction you give. Like, you don't know. He could be burning the whole fucking house down. He's crazy.
Exactly. So obviously they don't know police are coming in, but police start calling out Cleveland police as they're making their way through the house. And like we said, rightfully the girls are scared, not knowing if the police officer was real or if Ariel was testing them. So Michelle grabbed Gina and they moved into Amanda and Jocelyn's room and they hid because they were scared. Cops came into Amanda's room, and when Michelle saw their badges and her guns, she jumped into their arms.
Hell yeah.
The girls were removed from the house. Gina took a lot of coaxing to get out because she was very scared.
Yeah, the girl was 14 when she got captured
Right.
and has been in there
For 9 years, and she was like special education and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That it's so sad.
What
And
a piece of shit to do that
such
to
a
like
piece of shit.
a person. Like, obviously, in general, you're a piece of shit, but you do that to like someone with special needs, a 14-year-old. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. So fucked up. It's so fucked up. And your friend, like it's your friend's daughter.
Yeah. Yes. So it's sick. It's so sick.
So they were removed from the house, obviously. They were brought over to the ambulance, and Amanda and Jocelyn were being looked over. Amanda had warned police that Ariel would probably be returning soon, and he drove a 93 Miata, which made me want to go burn mine immediately. An APB was released, and he was found within a couple of minutes. They tailed him to a McDonald's parking lot and walked up to the car. Ariel was in the car with his brother O'Neill. When they were both taken out of the car, they were read their rights. They were both handcuffed. And then O'Neill, who was obviously like, what the fuck is going on here, said to police, if there's something going on, y'all need to go see my brother Pedro. He's at my mom's house. And all three brothers were like,
Yeah. What the
what are y'all
hell?
doing? Right.
Yeah.
What are y'all
What you
doing?
doing, Pedro?
So all three were arrested and taken in. Obviously, O'Neill and Pedro had nothing to do with the girls.
Yeah, they probably heard the charges and they were like, wait, what the fuck? Like, that ain't me, bro.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wrong brother.
Kidnapped for 10 years? Like, no, it
No.
definitely ain't this one.
Not me. The girls all went to the hospital to be seen and treated for their injuries. Michelle, like we talked about, had the extent of the injuries. She actually had an infection so bad that they thought that she might die.
An infection of like what?
She was just infected from the wounds and all
I
like
see.
the miscarriages and the condition. Like her and Gina's beds had like bed bugs towards the end. So like
Ew.
there was so much going on.
Well, and they were malnourished, and I'm sure.
She was
and
only 84 pounds, Brianna, when she came out of there. She was only 84 pounds.
Michelle?
Michelle.
I mean, any of them that is so unbelievably small besides Jocelyn.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yep.
84 pounds,
84 pounds.
skin and bones, and he did that on purpose, so they can't there's no chance in them fighting back, and he can easily overpower them.
Exactly. She had nerve damage. She ended up actually not being able to have children ever again because of everything that he did. So fucked up. So, but everybody else was in pretty good health. Obviously a little malnourished and they needed like dental care and things like that. But in terms of everything else, they were okay. The families were all notified that they were found, and I'm sure nobody was more mad than the DeJesus is, but really he was just Felix was so happy to have his daughter back. He was so, so
Or even
happy.
Amanda's family, her poor mother died thinking that she was dead because some fucking psychic crock on a stupid TV show told her that she was dead.
Yep. Let that be your lesson to not trust Montel Williams as psychic.
Yo, I'm like, I don't know. For me to trust a psychic, you definitely can't be on a fucking TV show. That's for
No,
sure.
for sure. All families were notified. The girls were held for a little bit just to make sure they were okay, and then they were released to their families and moving on with their life. Police obviously now have to build their case against Ariel, which is super easy and airtight with the fact that Amanda's daughter is Ariel's, Gina and Michelle's testimony, Amanda's journals. They also interview the neighbors, and Charles Ramsey, who was the man that saved Amanda, even said, I knew something was wrong when a pretty little girl runs into a black man's arms. That's a dead giveaway.
That's hilarious.
He is so funny. I was like, I mean, I guess.
I guess so. I don't know. I'm sure plenty of pretty little girls run into many black men arms.
Oh, I'm sure. So some of what the police reported about the house is what, and kind of what we've already gone over, was that Ariel had rigged like an alarm system to the front and back door. So if they were opened without him knowing, it would like, it was like a ghetto rigged alarm. He had hung up sheets to prevent certain areas of the house from being seen. He had piled furniture on the stairs to block it from like the second floor. All the doors on the outside had locks on the outside of them. So Ariel does end up confessing to everything. And then he signed a 3-page statement summarizing it. And then he signed the pictures of the girls confirming that they were his victims. He was placed in isolation and remained on suicide watch due to his expression of wanting to kill himself in those confession letters he wrote and put in the drawer.
Mm.
His cell was checked every 10 minutes. When he was in jail, he was being a fucking creep. He would refuse to take showers. He was using like the floor mat as floss.
What?
Yeah, and then he was insisting on meeting with his lawyers naked.
Like him being naked?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
being fucking weird.
Oh my god. Euthanasia.
He was indicted on 139 counts of rape, 177 counts of kidnapping, 7 counts of gross sexual imposition, 3 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. They were trying to determine whether or not they wanted to give him the death penalty due to the forced miscarriages of Michelle, which in Ohio they could get him for that.
That's true.
And he told his lawyers he wanted to plead not guilty for all of it.
After he signed like a confession and everything.
Yeah, essentially a statement. Mhm.
Yeah, a statement. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he went to his first pretrial hearing, he kept his head down. He kept his eyes glued shut. He refused to look at the judge. He kept his head down for like all of this trial. Like he was ashamed, but everybody called him out on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Uh, he was ordered to go under a psychiatric evaluation to determine if he could stand trial, which he was found competent. And at the time, he was offered a plea deal, and they were like, listen, plead guilty, and we won't go for the death penalty. So he pled guilty, he changed it to guilty. And at his hearing, Michelle, as well as Amanda's family and Gina's family, were able to read their victim impact statements, which we'll post those on our website as well, because I think it's important you guys watch that. Michelle's a little spitfire. She's like, you weren't able to take everything from me. I love her so much. She's such a little
Oh yeah.
badass. Ariel was unfortunately allowed to make a statement as well, which he made like a 45-minute statement essentially saying, I'm the real victim. I'm not a monster. Everything was consensual. I'm sick.
Consensual? It was consensual. He had the nerve to say that to his victims and their family.
Yeah.
There's a place for this guy.
He was sentenced to prison to life in prison plus 1,000 years. However, this motherfucker did remain on suicide watch, especially because he was talking to people saying that he couldn't take it. And on September 3rd, 2013, only 3 months into his fucking prison sentence and 4 months of him being in jail, he was found in his cell, dead, hanging by his bedsheet.
Of course. Of
This
course.
motherfucking pussy couldn't even handle 6 months of what he put these women through, and let me tell you that he had it way fucking better than they did. He was able to use a real toilet, he made the girls use buckets, he had
He was
access to
able to have a
outside,
shower?
he was able to have a shower, clean clothes, meals 3 times a day, but he couldn't do it.
What a piece of shit.
What a piece of shit. A fucking pussy.
There's a place for that guy.
This shit makes me so fucking mad. It's like you couldn't even handle an I iota of what you put those girls through. That's insanity. So, just some after notes. Michelle did write 2 books. I did read one. It's called Finding Me. The other one is called Life After Darkness. You guys need to go check it out. It's everything from her perspective, from before to up to the kidnappings, and then after the kidnappings, what it's like moving on.
So did she get her son back?
Unfortunately, her son, Joey, was adopted into a beautiful family and they were no contact with her. She honestly is okay with that because she would
Yeah.
rather her son be ready to come and talk to her, and that, you know, part of her life is something that she went through and she wants her son to know her for her, so it'll be on his terms and she's okay with that. She's
Yeah.
okay with knowing that she got through everything that she did by thinking of him.
At least he went to a good family.
He did, and she got
Yeah.
pictures and stuff and would get updates on him, so it's very sweet, it's very sad.
Yeah.
She did get married also, and like I said, because of what Ariel had done to her, she was unable to have children.
Wow, good for her for getting married though. Oh my god.
Yeah, and she wrote those 2 books. Those books are amazing. I think you guys really need to go read those. You can get them on Amazon, that's where I got them from. And then Gina and Amanda are also doing well, Jocelyn's doing well. They have had interviews where they appear together. There's been some anniversary appearances, and we'll put those on our website as well.
Wow, what a crazy experience to have gone through. Do they live, like, in the same area? Did they move away, I
I
wonder?
don't know.
'Cause I don't know if I could stay, like, to drive by that house and
Well, oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. The house has been demolished.
oh, good. Oh, goody. That's great. That's
Yeah.
just that's a bad place, That's a very and Jocelyn's doing okay too? I mean,
Yeah,
she was so
Jocelyn's doing
young, but
good. Yeah, Jocelyn's doing good. Her Amanda and Gina do advocacy work for family of missing persons. Like I told you, the Gina's family really was like, listen, just a pamphlet would have helped us when we were looking for our daughter. Just
yeah.
information of what you guys needed, like something in all a cohesive place. So the families really have gotten together to do what they can for other families of missing persons. And we talk about this all the time. Like, we try to give resources out and, especially with missing person cases, try to give the information. But, if somebody's missing, the more information you spread, the more out there you are. Amanda's mom never gave up on her. That's how you want to fight. You want to fight. And if the police aren't doing it, then you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Hell yeah, definitely advocate.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
So there wasn't, like, a murder.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just a crazy those poor girls, like, the shit that and how they could have given up so many times, like I said, like, I don't think I would have made it through that. I don't know.
No, obviously they still struggle, I'm sure, but
Oh, I'm
they
sure.
they are fighting the good fight. Amanda does still live in Cleveland, by the way.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm. All right, buds, that was a long one. So make sure you follow us on the Patreon, make sure you follow us on the Instagram, and go on the website, which is
Cushioncrime.com. Spell out the and. No ampersand. Same with the Instagram.
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
Yes, go do those things. Tell us, can you turn on and off a joint? We would like to know. The poll is coming out. The clip is coming out. We're clipping it. Clipped it. And then if you guys have any case suggestions, make sure you go on the website, go to the case suggestion tab, put your case suggestions in. We've done a few recently. We're doing another one coming up. So I love seeing what you guys want me to do. I think it's fun and I don't have to pick something that's so crazy sometimes. And, I appreciate, sending the information as well. It's amazing. And I appreciate you guys for reaching out, and make sure you follow us so we can show you guys some more love and support, and show our ways of appreciation.
By telling you about murders and tragic things that happen. But
Yeah,
while also smoking weed.
we're coping mechanisms, guys. Coping mechanisms.
It's all about balance.
Balance. All right, buds. Well, stay safe and stay lifted, and we will see you next time.
Hell yeah. Peace out, fragile meatbags.
Yes, meet fragile. Bye.